agency or from the Thai, and a little bit from the NGO who will help us, and the facilities and equipment from our office and some from NGO. And supporting is not only money we need, but we need experts and training to guide and to teach us how to collect the data or how to study on the research. I hopefully from the sector of IUCN reptile specialist group, they have like an expert for training, for guidelines, special in reptile, and also scientists is a more important support for us, and the National Science Museum in Thailand, the place that collect the data of the past to the present of the all animal will help us, and some funding from NGO or another agency. For important assumption, I put it down here because it's quite easy and relevant. If the receiving support is possible as the project's activity play important role to control international trade with direct effect to economic benefit from scientists. Previously we have a problem about ivory trade. The scientists will be banned us to sending economic if we don't have control the ivory trade in our country, and the ivory market in Thailand is also closed, but still have some for domestic ivory. But hopefully is this situation is not occur. We will handle or we will manage before the scientists give us banned. And like I mentioned at the first, the support important from the reptile specialist group about cooperating with the scientists for training and create a pilot data system is we are so poor on database system. We also have many kind of the data, but they not gather around. No one will gather it. As the thing is a reptile specialist group, I use it will guide it to do this mission project appraisal. I think maybe I'm too wrong. I follow that's you guide me. So why is just like this? So the relevant goal and project is come like a 4. I keep 4 because it's if we can make the 5. If the project will meet 5, we have to follow on the 3 functions. Like I mentioned at the first, but I just pick one function. That's why I give 4. And effectiveness is the project and output something like this. It's quite effectiveness. I give 5. And efficiency, some output divided by something here. Is efficiency and the impact and sustainable. In my opinion, if the plan will go right, it will be the high impact and sustainability. Okay, for the action plan, plan of operation, not action plan. That I mentioned the activity like this, research and some awareness program. This is my expectation from our public awareness program. Is like I have we can approach to the area that have a problem, and we can create the training course and website or fan page and some database of the research and public our research. And the finally hope for me is that they will use the data that we will do a research to manage the Keiko. It's not a paper, just only paper put in website or in the library. It's used it like a useful. The timelines look like this. The education activity almost run in 5 years, and 2 or 3 times for a year. So training for the gecko we will do in the first period and continue like monitoring later. For social media and the database, we will do all the time period. And for this that I mentioned, if we have the information about population biology or ecology, we will create and set a data for the gecko. And the last one, the trend of the trade is not the same every year, but the trend is still stable, like a decreasing or increasing stable from the past. And we will have to conduct the research on the market for the all period of 5 years. For this, the money is not yet, because it's just my opinion. At first I put $500,000, but it's a 5 year and like a 6 activity. I don't know how to separate or maybe we will talk more this with our colleagues. Okay, the input that I gave from the TCTP, because it's from my language, it's quite not good in English, but I will try and I will give something receive something from this course, the learning PCM process and practicing every day. And I will know how you manage biodiversity system in the whole of like a conservation program that we will travel in the 2 weeks and exchange experience and idea all the time. And I will know the culture, that we have something in common in food or language or like a habit. And this course made me motivated, motivate me to do this job or to do action plan after finish this course, because I think this one is more important for me. The wrap of house gecko action plan. It's not good action plan, but it's like the beginning of the plan. I will bring this to my country and talk to our organization to make this happen, because it's quite rush of the time. We have to report the scientists after maybe next year's as action plan help us too much. And a lot of group photo we make every day. Okay, strengthen and weakness of PCM teaching approach. It's not about the weakness or strengthen of PCM, because we know how to say. In reality, we don't use it just like a practice one, but the process. The process or the way you are teaching it, the strength is the data and document that you prepare is very good PowerPoint, and I have also downloaded some document, and the whole document is quite hard and kind of confusing to understand but from the data that you get, short period, just 3 or 5 days, quite important, and the arrangement, the process of teaching PCM is very good, because we learn step by step. And at the first, I wonder why we don't work in the computer first and easy and scan presentation at the moment that you want. But look at the wall that we have made. It's like our history on the wall. It's a quite good thing, I think. And you make a clear thing in my doubt. And when I have a trouble with the clearing myself and talk to myself, and you are so willingness for teaching and be patent to try to help me or explain me. Sometimes you have to write down and send it to me. Thank you so much. And our assistant, Doctor, I forgot his name, and Mr. Kevin, and some is quite like a travel, walk around and look at this and like a bias, is it important or not? I think it's a good process. And as the weakness is not PCM but the time, like many our friend as mentioned, I think the first period and last period they have a break inside, something in my head is already gone. After we follow the second part, should you put this like a, yeah, or when we finish each day and not that on the wall, just put some in the computer or something like it and connecting because that some always destroy and throw it. Okay, Limokase, thank you so much. Please give me question and recommend.
Questions from the floor? Okay, there's 2 questions there, one here and another one down here. So we go with the Cambodia first.
Please give me this photo.
Okay.
Can you back to previous slide about the program analysis, and I also this one. This is my suggestion, not a question. I have only one question about the indicator. And this airlines, I think that is two meaning. Two meaning. I mean this one activity, this one activity. Not so correct. Mean that the flow airline is go up, not the separate of the activity. Something like that. This one. And whatever you do is mean that do 2 activity that you do in the project. You know what I mean?
I try to get your point. For the making an arrow like this, for our example from the PowerPoint presentation, they make a line like this, right? And create in the many groups, but I'm quite lazy, I just put down directly. There's no meaning.
Meaning, when we do this activity, we affect to this activity. But we do activity, affect to this activity, and affect to the negative effects. And go through to the next slide. I want to test one question. Next slide. You can just show. So slide I can. No. Next, maybe about last.
Next.
The project proposal. Yes, it is. I recommend that ask the doctor to teach us about this count the number, but not. I mean that nowadays we have 100 towns for the trading of the gecko, and the Q2 or the next year, you reduce the 100 ounces, and to the 6 ounces is the number, not, and the percentage, then the quality and quality. This activity mean verification. I mean that. And this is the proof of the activity that we are completing. Something like a report. This is a report is right. And monitoring of echo. This is a certificate, something like that as well.
Okay, thank you so much. I duplicate from some example, and I have to say apologize. My weakness of me to not look at the quality together, combined with the quality. Sorry, I will put it later after go back to our country and do a real action plan. Thank you so much.
Next, here first, sorry. Here,
yes, thank you, Madam Geko.
Thank you.
Mine is just a suggestion. Under the components for your project, I would suggest that you capture breeding programs under research as a means of improving the population of the geckos, so that you can address the problem.
Thank you so much. For the where should I put it in this? Or no?
It's under research component.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Under research.
Yes, it's quite important, but
Breeding, maybe you can capture it there as an activity.
breeding to release to the nature or breeding to export.
It can be both.
Yeah, I think it's quite good. Breeding to the nature is not necessary now because if you make them not disturb in the nature, they have an egg around 2 or 3 eggs per one time, and 1 year they can fertilize around 6 times. It's quite heavy. There's no need propagation or breeding for the little back little white.
Maybe for
But for the
purpose.
export, some studies say it's quite an expensive process for feeding them because they eat only insects. Yes, and how you can find the insect? They try to cap it in the box, small box, and put and then attach to the wall and let them have some like under the light in the light time. They light the light. The gecko came out from the box and eat the insect, but it's quite take time. The way they use is go to the forest and keep it or catch it easier than make propagation. We have to do a research on it also. I will put it for the propagation program on here, the 2.5. Thank you so much, Simon.
Next question. Was there a question?
It's a question. The study is so interesting to me, and I have very many inner questions that I keep on asking myself about the gecko. I'm wondering, is it like, have you started conserving like gecko in the wild? Is it seen like maybe it is conserved somewhere, you go and find it? Is it also in the in-house keeping that is a study and all the geckos are being put there? Then another one is like on the, you say on your objective analysis that it will reduce the risk of diseases. Is it direct? How do you go direct to the reduction of the diseases?
Thank you. I forgot to mention on the above of this. Okay, gecko is like a predator controlling population of the insect in the wild. If we lost some gecko or a lot of gecko, the insect will be dispersed or explored. Have too much number, and that's what it will have a disease as a cause of disease, some kind of malaria from the insect, something like this will and occur. Yeah, outbreak, something like this. And if we lose gecko in the forest, it's also affect to biodiversity also. So.
We were talking about the illegal hunting, but I did not see any instruction of prohibiting
Should we put that here?
user activities.
Okay. Thank you. I think the real action plan should focus on things, and I will put it about the law enforcement. Harvesting system. This should be a law enforcement, like a declare and some activity in here. Okay, thank you so much.
Maybe you can go back to problem analysis. Harvesting system. Special law. So maybe that. Our friend from the Vietnam, maybe here.
Fun?
Here.
Yeah, because some
Oh,
people
yeah.
talk about the laws, but
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
the activity. What is activity?
Specific law, there's no law. It's then illegal collection, and so illegal activities. What are the causes of this? Oh, maybe here. Yeah.
Access two brands.
Two brands of harvesting due to illegal. Yeah. So when the objective would be increased enforcement.
it's complete. Thank you so much. Anything? Any question?
Last question from the back. Oh.
I have something, a comment on a project appraisal slide.
Yes.
Yes.
This one?
In this appraisal, I think we need to maybe adjust something small. Because for example, like when you look at the relevance, I think we were focusing on both the overall goal and the project purpose. So when you tick only on the overall goal, I think, for example, on relevance you are not fully done. So maybe you can enhance your criteria.
So, let me correct myself. I don't think I told you that this is the way to do the project appraisal. This way. Okay? For appraising relevance, this two. For appraising effectiveness, these two. Okay?
I have to put all
No,
like
no.
a rank.
Let me put this.
Oh.
But yes, so this, and all of this. Like that. Okay, it's in my PowerPoint presentation that you said is useful. You have second thought about it now. What else? The output that you mentioned in the slide is actually input. Can you show the this one is input, right?
Oh.
Not output.
Yes.
And then can you go to your objective analysis? Yeah. Balance. Harvesting.
That's nice. Sustainable utilization.
The harvesting of gecko is sustainable. Okay. So sustainable, is it practical? Maybe reduced in the beginning. Illegal harvesting of gecko from the wild is reduced. Maybe that would be a more attainable objective than balance or sustainable harvesting. Another thing in connection with that is the objectively verifiable indicator for sustainable harvesting. To me, it's kind of complicated and difficult to get this information and then do the analysis to find out whether the harvesting is sustainable or not. But if you say harvesting of gecko is reduced as your target for this particular objective of output, in relation to sustainable harvesting, reduced is more easy to assess, in my opinion. You need to get information about the current rate of harvesting, and then you do something, the activities that you propose, and then compare the harvesting after the activities have been implemented. So the comparisons of before and after will tell you whether or not there has been reductions in harvestings of the gecko from the wild. So that is my thought.
Any more questions? Or if there's no more questions, thank you very much for that.
It's now 12 o'clock, and basically we do have enough time for one more presentation before we actually break for lunch. So can we have a representative from Vietnam to present an action plan for us?
Thank you. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be the last in this morning.
Wait for this one.
Yeah, how do I go through? Yeah, go through. Hurry.
Why you don't run? They felt like not afraid.
Sing one song before.
Sing one song. Sing for us.
Yeah, I listen to you.
Where's the number? So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will be the last people who present this morning. So, I explain you the sustainable conservation and development of medicinal plants in Sabah retreats, Lào Province, Vietnam. So, I intended to work with this project within 1 year. So, with the content of POAs, I want to present you some information about the study areas, stakeholder analysis, problem analysis, objective analysis, PDM, POOs, and project operators, and inputs again from TCTP 2019. So for the background information, you know that the large Sapa retreat is a mountain retreat. It's located in Lào Cai province, is northwest region of Vietnam. So it's about 300 kilometers from Hanoi capital. So the size area is more than nearly 70,000 hectares, and the population in 2016 is nearly 60,000 people. So with the entry group, so we have the highest level is the King, nearly 18%. Hmong is a minority group in ethnic group in our country, about 52, and Zhao 23, Thai 4.7, and other 20.6%. And King is a mixed group in Vietnam, and here they are all ethnic group. So for the administrative units, so Sapa they has 1 town, 17 commune, and 15 over 17 will classify a very difficult level of socio-economic of the retreats. I don't want to write too much, but I just want to say one sentence. Sapa is a 9 landscape areas, and the people here are very friendly. So if you see the pictures here, is Sapa, Vietnam, and here in the winter season, and here children cultivations, and also this, and this, and this, and this, and this. At the highest place of the Sapa retreat, it goes on the highest point of Vietnam, 3,143 meters above sea level. So this is a very high sightseeing location of Vietnam. So there are a lot of problems. So the climate change and forest fire are significant effects to the area. So in 20,